Hello guys, it's James right here, back at it again with another video. This video is going to be on, as you can see down by the title, how I got stranded in another town. And if you guys are wondering, you're probably wondering like, James, how did you get stranded in another town? I'm here to tell you this. Before I get started with this video, go check out my previous video, the trans visibility video. That means a lot to me because I am a trans male. I've been out for a year and 6 months. It will be in my bio, in my Instagram, _JamesXX17. I will have it in the description below. But anyway, let's get to this video. So, I'm going to name the girl that I was with Star, and I was with my girlfriend as well, and a couple of other people, but I'm just going to make fake names up while I go. But anyway, so this day that I got stranded, it was me and my girlfriend's 5 months. So we were hanging out and we went to a pizza place. And after we went to the pizza place, Star hits me up and is like, you guys want to hang out? I'm going to go to the mall to get some birthday clothes because her birthday was the week after this whole situation. So we're like, okay, sure, because we're not doing anything. And who doesn't want to go to the mall? So we went to the mall with Star, and I guess she hit up some of her friends. And this is where the story kind of gets more complicated because we should have known that we messed up. But anyway, so we walked to each other. Me and Star and my girlfriend, we all walked to each other because Star lives like right up the street from me. So we all decided to walk up to each other and go to Burger King. And when we went to Burger King, they got like I got my girlfriend an Oreo milkshake, and Star got a Whopper because I guess she was hungry. After that whole situation, we walked back to her house because her friends, I guess, got it confused. So they pick us up at her house. So we're walking back to Star's house. We try to get into the car, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, why are there so many people here? Blah, blah, blah. We end up having to lap up, and I don't know if you guys know that. It's like when somebody else sits on somebody's lap while there's like no seats left. So like basically like there's like, it's a whole packed car, and then somebody sits on somebody's lap. I had to be the one to sit on somebody's lap. I was sitting on my girlfriend's lap, actually. But the complication is because they didn't know that we weren't even supposed to be there in the first place. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Blah, blah, blah. And we should have known. We should have just stayed home, and that would have been it. So we ended up going because we're just very happy to go, and we just wanted to go because we were bored, and we said nothing bad will happen, blah, blah, blah. So we end up going to the mall, and I end up sitting on my girlfriend's lap. And while we're going to the thing, we're supposed to be going to this party that's gonna be happening somewhere, somehow. Mind you, this was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So it wasn't even that far along. Like that, this situation didn't even like really happen that long ago. But anyway, so we end up getting to the mall. They end up driving off, doing their little thing or whatever. And we end up going to the mall because Star needed to get some birthday clothes, like we said. So we go into Against All Odds, Forever 21, and blah, blah, blah. I had my bag on me because, like I said, we were supposed to be going to a party, and we were supposed to be smoking pot. And so I bring some water, my jewel charger, I bring my phone charger, just the necessities you need and everything like that, pods or whatever. And my girlfriend's jacket, my jacket, and that's about it. So we end up, I end up having my bag, and my friend Star ends up having her stuff that she bought and everything like that. So after we get out of the mall, Star's friend, let's call Light. We're gonna call her Light. I don't know why, but we're just gonna call her Light. Light ends up texting the people to come and pick us up, and they end up picking us up. The problem with this is there's more people in the car and there's no room to sit. So we end up having to lap up once again, and I end up having to sit on my girlfriend's lap. And I knew one of the people that were in the car, so I was like, okay, like this is about to be fun. Not knowing that he didn't have his license, which is kind of annoying because he was just speeding or whatever, but I'm not even going to get into that situation because I really don't want to talk about him. But anyway, so we end up getting into this car, and we end up going to, we go to smoke, right? So we end up going to this girl named let's name her Candy. We end up going to Candy's house to smoke whatever, and she's punished, so she doesn't even know that there's this many people. And it was just supposed to be me, Star, Light, my girlfriend, and that was about it. So we end up all going, and then I guess Light tells the people that are driving, oh, they can come too. So we all end up coming, and there's like a lot of people in that car. We all end up coming. The people in the car actually picked up more people to come, and we all go and chief and smoke or whatever. It was all right because we were all stressed out, but then I was like, how are we gonna get home? This is where I said, how are we gonna get home? And so the guys end up leaving because there was multiple guys. The guys end up leaving and going to get food, and then we're with Candy in her house, whatever, and we're just smoking, whatever, and then we end up going upstairs because they haven't come back yet. So we all go upstairs. Her room is so nice. Like Candy's house was like, Candy's room, I guess, was so nice, and we were just sitting there, lounging, listening to music, Jersey clubbing, because we're all from New Jersey, and we end up, you know, doing our little thing, having fun. I was like off my shit. I was just high as hell. Couldn't really pay attention. I was just, you know, having fun with my girlfriend and everybody else. So then after that, my friend Star or whatever gets a text from Light saying I'm downstairs or whatever. And then we go down, me and Candy go downstairs to check if there was anybody there. There was absolutely nobody there. So we go back upstairs, wait a little bit, and then they end up coming back. So it took us 10 minutes to figure out how to get in this damn car because there was so many people that we couldn't fit in. So there was 3 people in the back, and then there's 3 people on top of those 3 people sitting down. It was me, Star, and Light that were on top of people. I was on top of my girlfriend, and they were on top of 2 guys in the car or whatever because there was no seats. We ended up driving to a different town, like way up of New Jersey, and we're all the way kind of down of New Jersey. So we were like towns away from our house, mind you this. So we get to the party, everything is fine and dandy. We were kind of early to that party, so we ended up, you know, just waiting until the party started or whatever. And we waited till the party started, everything was good, and we started to, you know, like, you know, just do our little thing, dance and have fun. Me and my girlfriend were just having a good time. Me and Star were also having a good time because, you know, we're at a party or whatever. And then after the party, you know, stuff kind of gets weird. The guys come back to the party. The guys weren't really in the party to begin with, but we got into that party for free because we're the first ones there, so we didn't really have to pay. So they leave the party and they go smoke once again. So we smoke in the back of the place or whatever, and we're smoking whatever, and then we go back into the party. This is where we messed up. Our stuff that we had, like my book bag that I said in the beginning, our book bag, her new clothes, blah, 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 Star's new clothes, were all gone. All in that back seat. All in the back seat. So we didn't know. The guys ended up getting arrested and something else happened or whatever. And our stuff was still in the back. Mind you this, Star left her keys in that car and her personal IDs and her satchel bag or whatever in that car. So she had no way to get into that house. I at least had my wallet, my keys, so I was kind of okay, but I got my girlfriend like an anklet bracelet for our 5-month anniversary, and mind you this was our 5-month anniversary, so I got my girlfriend like an anklet bracelet or whatever for her leg, and then I had all my jewel chargers, pods, whatever, blah, 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 in that car. So we ended up just being like, okay, whatever. And we realized that somebody said they got arrested or whatever. So that's when we left the party and we're like, how are we getting home? Because we were all the way towns away from our location of like our house, whatever. So we didn't even know anybody. And we were just trapped at this point because none of us had our L, and we were just trapped. And the girl, Light, the one who actually got us the ride, ditched us and left us and went home in a Lyft. So we were actually screwed at this point. We were screwed. And this is when we started yelling at each other and having problems. And we ended up finding a 7-Eleven. And we were like so scared. We ended up getting food, and the money that Star was gonna use for her party, she ended up having to use for us because we could not get home and we needed food because we were hungry and stuff like that. And so after that, we were in that 7-Eleven for a good 4 hours. And mind you this, we were already exhausted because mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, and we were just high as hell. So we were just like moving slower than usual and everything like that. So we ended up being that 7-Eleven for 4 hours. And mind you this, nobody knows where we are. My Star's phone is dead. My phone was almost dead. And my girlfriend didn't have a phone. So we were basically going off of 2 phones. Mind you this, all our stuff was in the car, so we didn't have any of our chargers, no nothing. So we're basically trapped. We end up going to the 7-Eleven. The lady starts to like understand our situation. We start to tell her the situation, and we start to like, you know, try to get help or whatever, and like try to like see. My friend Star ended up getting borrowing the lady's phone charger and just like trying to hit up connections. Light, the girl who got us the ride in the first place, who left in the lift or whatever, ends up 4 hours later coming back for us with a random guy, I guess, that she knew or whatever, and picking us up at like 2 in the morning or something like that. I don't know, it was some crazy time. And so, mind you this, we got to the party at 9 something, so we've been there for a good minute. 9 to like 2 in the morning is a totally different, like, you know what I mean? Like, we were there for a good minute. So we ended up going home. I ended up having to lap up again because, as you know, I guess I'm the skinniest one that can fit on some of these laps. So I ended up having to like scrunch myself in this little car, and we ended up going home. And we ended up going home or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everything happens. We forgot about it, and the next day moves on. Now, the guys that originally dropped us off at the party, the ones that got arrested, we started to ask for our stuff back and whatever or not. And they just don't want to give it to us. They just don't want to give it to us. They're like, you know, this person has it, this person has it, this person has it. It's in his car or whatever. So we're like, okay, let's just find the person whose car is it, and then we'll get our stuff back. That never happened. The whole story changed, and I guess something happened or whatever. And then they say that one person has it, and then another person has it, and then we find out that our stuff has been sold. And I had my speaker in that car, and my $55 speaker, I guess, got sold or whatever. And my pods got stolen. My friend Star's money got stolen, $140. Got pocketed from her, and basically we still haven't got our stuff back till this day. But basically the moral of the story is don't trust people that you barely hang out with, and don't trust people, and don't leave your bags in cars because that will happen to you. And yeah, so the moral of this story is, guys, stay safe and don't get stranded in a different town. Always have a ride back home. But I guess I learned my lesson, and I hope this was a good story time for you. A lot of people in my school was wondering what happened. This is the story, so go check out my YouTube channel for this video, because I know a lot of people has been wondering what happened, and this is basically what happened in a short sense of the term. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to these videos. Go check out my previous videos, and I hope you guys listen to my tips and you guys stay safe. Happy Easter, by the way. If you guys celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Anyway, peace.